I'm going to be freezing broccoli. I love broccoli, and they had it on sale, so I bought it. So I'm going to freeze it. The reason I'm freezing it is because broccoli doesn't hold up well as far as staying intact. It turns to mush when you can it. And I've never tried to can it, but I've always heard or I read that it turns into mush over 200 degrees. Well, when you pressure can, it goes way over that. So I'm going to freeze it, and I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to bring you along. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get the broccoli washed, and then I'm going to cut the little tips off. Okay, so I've started cutting up the broccoli into, like, I guess bite-sized pieces. I washed it real good in the sink and then set it on a towel, and I've been cutting it up. But I wanted to show you my sort of kind of thought process. The big pieces of the broccoli, the ends, so that's real thick, I'm cutting those off and I'm saving them because I want to try something, and I'll tell you about that later. And then what I'm doing is, after I cut the end off, I break off the little pieces. If they're like that, you know, as big around as my finger or smaller, then I just put it in the bowl and don't mess with it. If they come off and they're pretty thick, like that one, I just take the knife and cut the stem of it in half, just like that. Just give it a little slice up the middle. That helps it cook better. The water can get in there and cook the stem a little bit faster. Somebody just texted me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just about done. I've got this one left, and again, I'm saving these because I want to try something, and that probably will come out in a later video, but we'll see. All right. Again, I'm breaking them off, and these are pretty good. That's, you know, that's usually what you would just cook up if you were cooking broccoli. So I'm just going to stick it in there. This is a little thick, so I'm going to cut it off. Again, saving the big part of the stem. And then I just break them off. And when it gets down to where, yeah, probably that. I mean, you'd see that in a serving of broccoli. I just cut it in half, like that. All right, one more to go. Cut off the big part. I'm saving all of that. I'm going to try not to throw any of it away. This one's not really that thick, but it's borderline. So I'm going to go ahead, split it in half, and throw it in my bowl. Just breaking them off. I'm going to split them again, just so they cook a little better. I mean, I like the stems. I don't mind them at all. But I don't like them when they're not cooked as well as they should be. You can hear it boiling. So I'm just going to take a couple big handfuls, put it in there, make sure they're all covered. And what I'm doing here is just kind of moving them around so they all get in the water. And then I'll leave them in there for 3 minutes. It's nice and warm. My hands are cold. I'll leave them in there for 3 minutes. Okay, so my timer just went off. So I'm going to take these over to the sink and put them in the cold water. And I'm going to put it in the cold water in this. Get this out of your way. So that after they get cooled off, then I can just, ooh, that's hot. I can just pick them up and drain them some more in the other colander. And cools these stems down fast. And then I'll put them over there so they can drain even more. pull them out, let them drain as much as I can. Pour them into a colander that I have here on the side. As much water off of them as I can. After they've drained as much as I can get them drained and dried off a little bit, I come over here and put them on a cookie sheet with a paper towel under it to absorb more water, because I want them to freeze individually, not clump together. Then I'll just throw them in the freezer for, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour, until they're pretty much frozen. And then I'll drop them, and then I will drop them into a Ziploc bag. Ta-da! Broccoli. The first batch of the broccoli. All I'm going to do is put them in a Ziploc bag, because they're individually frozen now. They won't stick to each other. And I can just pull them out piece by piece and eat what I want when I want. Frozen broccoli. She's a happy girl with her frozen broccoli. I love it.